Sure, these guys are good. The water quality's good, and then just going from there. I don't know if you can see that kind of part over there, but he has been decorating certain parts and all. I thought the Stars and Stripes puffer, the narrow line puffer, ate my fire shrimp, and it was at nighttime. I was looking all over with the flashlight. Now, when the daytime came, because it was nighttime and all, I ended up, while it was still dark, since you couldn't see, netting them out of there, putting them in the bucket, bringing them down here. He was in this tank and all, and he was like looking like depressed. So then once I seen the other one was up there, it was like later on that night, that next day, I ended up putting him back in that other tank. And eventually I'm gonna have to put him in this one anyway, because there's the hermit crabs, there's the snails. I mean, everything is fine and dandy right now, but you know, they like to test things. So once he goes for one, then he'll develop a taste for it, and then they'll all go. So I'm not trying to have to keep buying all them all the time. They're starting to get more expensive than they used to be anyway, once you buy them in bulk. Now we just try and throw one or two in here with whatever else I'm buying, so you know, it adds up. You know, I can't wait to redo the lights on this system and everything. Little by little, this by summertime, middle of summer, it should be half done, just about done. Looking way different than what it's going to be. Most of the fish that are in that tank upstairs, all the bigger ones, are going into this one. It's just going to be nuts. I'm going to make the one upstairs, that's what this one's going to look like, the one upstairs, like times 10. And then the one upstairs is really going to look 10 times better than what it does right now. So it's a matter of time. Alright. These are all big and happy. Matter of fact, I got to move some of that and all anyway, because I want to hose off. I'm gonna rinse it all down and shit, and then put it back in there. You know. But yeah, that's good. Have that bucket one. I'm sorry, because this one's gonna be on salt over here too. Quarantine tank, 75-gallon salt, and then I'll have two 75-gallons. See, I need to put that back on the what is that thing called? The FX4 filter. So yeah, hose off the rock work, and all that rock's going upstairs with the other one. And then there's a lot. I pulled out. I got a whole tote of shells already from feeding them puffers all them clams. I'm about to pull out another tote now. Those are all the big clams I pulled out. Now I got to pull out all the small clams. That'll be like another tote right there of small clams. And then I plan on having at least 1.5 inches to 2 inches of sand throughout this whole thing, so that way when the wrasses go in there, they can bury themselves and get away from this fucking nut. You know? But if you ever notice, wrasse gets along big time with moray eels. It's like they clean them and shit too. They're always schooling around them for some reason. Huma was sleeping, woke up with the puffer in there, and just went on about his day. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to re-rig that rock work, you know. I know I'm going to get more cup corals for the ones upstairs, but like these long plate ones and shit, I don't know if I want to build a base in the middle of that up there. Or, you know, I'd rather have the plate corals in here. Yeah, not these real big giant ones. Like, you know what I mean? That one back there is real giant. Um, but yeah, rock's really expensive anymore. Rock's expensive.